Okay, here we are sitting on the floor in front of the giant stacks of random paperbacks. It's time to pick a new one. I don't like doing this. No, I don't think anybody really likes doing this, but I did have to go ahead and DNF Two Planets by Kurt Lasswitz. On the blog, you will see a post called The Mother of All Info Dumps, copied directly from this book. I wanted to like it. I wanted to go in like, this is the forgotten classic, right? I think it's the forgotten, really difficult. I'm not going to say that it's badly written. It's a kind of proto-science fiction novel from the 19th century, Germany, that is just that giant info dump. No sense whatsoever of point of view. There's the sort of characters, but then not really. And then they're doing stuff that really is just sort of, hey, look at this weird technology and we're kind of playing with this thing. And then it's like, oh, well, it like turns into a table. And there's Martians and there's a sense of some kind of Martian language and sort of world building in there. But it's all done very info dumpy, right? It's just, I will tell you exhaustively about this thing while nothing happens. And I didn't get too deep into what's actually a pretty long book because these are very densely packed pages from this old Popular Library edition. I can't. I mean, I got a 100-book challenge going. I can't get mired in this. I didn't like it. If you did, if you've ever read this before and you're like, oh my God, Phil, you gave up too soon. Like, by page 316, it really gets awesome. That's still going to be a no for me. It's either, a book either works or it doesn't. Or it doesn't. And it seems as though it kind of didn't back in 18 whatever. So we're saying farewell. Of course, this does not count as a book read in the 100-book challenge. We're saying farewell to Two Planets by Kurt Lasswitz, and we are going to choose a new book from here. We also have a kind of side quest today because you will have seen, or you will be seeing, I think this is in my March book haul, which is going to be the last book haul for a long time, that I picked up this Ace Double, ordered it online, whatever, in the attempt before I began that 100-book challenge to sort of finish out the Ace Doubles. And this one includes Space Station #1 by Frank Belknap Long. It turns out that there is another old Ace copy of Space Station 1. The Ace did this pretty often. They would publish the Ace Double, and then they would sort of take one of those two, or both of them, and publish them as standalone separate books. And I had that in here. Then I found this. This has happened a bunch of times before, actually, that I have a book in here that is also an Ace Double here. So I'm keeping the Ace Doubles. Obviously, the Ace Double collection is the most important thing. So the side quest is to find here in this giant stack of 400 and something books, and it's a lot of books, 420 or something like that, the standalone Frank Belknap Long Space Station #1, which will probably show up on eBay. So keep an eye out for that. All right, so first of all, we have to select a new one. So select a new one. You can hear my dice rattling around, and we do this by rolling dice. So we're going to try to do a thing where I move the camera around, and you can see that, and I'll edit around that so it's not just a horrible experience for us all. So here we go. We're going to do the thing where, what are we doing? We're turning the camera around or something. We're going to cut and come back. Okay, very uncomfortable kind of holding the tripod, but we're going to do this thing. First, we are going to determine which of the 10 stacks we will draw a book from. Here we go. And boy, that was just badly photographed, I apologize for everything. Stack number 4. That's going to be a hard one because it's behind, but we do have to pull these out to look for space station number 1 in any case, so there we go. Then if this is 5 or less, we will start from the bottom and count up. 6 or more, we will start from the top and count down. I always kind of forget my system for that, and then so I just make it up anytime. What did I say? If it was 5 or above, we start from the top and count down, right? So we're going to start from the top of stack number 4 and count down until we find book number, what is it? 19. All right, so 19 from the top of stack 4. We'll be right back. I'm peeking in here. This is not comfortable for anyone, but we're doing this anyway. Stack number 4. There's 4 stacks in the back, so it's going to be behind these. So we're going to do our best to move this without causing a total destruction of my entire life. If this isn't compelling television, then there's no such thing. This is exactly why video was invented. I'm kind of peeking. I don't know, did you see me peeking in there? You can't see me because I lean back behind here, and I'm not a trained actor. I don't know how to hit my mark. I have no camera sense. This isn't my job. At some point, you gotta just, take some off. And we're not concerned with putting them back in exactly the right order because they're not in any order. Yeah. The whole idea is that they are random. So we are randomly doing a random thing here and not suffering over them being in a particular order. I think I've said that in 2 different ways now, and you understand. This is, I don't have a lot of space. It's kind of in the corner here. You keep, hello, how are you doing? All right. Oof. Here we go. I don't know if you can see. You can't see in here. Should I be moving cameras around so that we can see what's happening? Let's do it. Let's see if I can get to number 19. Probably not, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 is right here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a finger in there. Oh boy. This is tightly packed. Full of books. These 2 come out. That will give me a little bit of breathing room here to get this guy out of here. I'm trying not to do any more damage to these books, that many of which are in kind of iffy condition. It would be hilarious if this was space station number 1, wouldn't it? Look at this. I'm ready for my close-up. Oh, ooh. Excitement. It's the Solarians by Norman Spinrad with that super amazing cover. Look at that bad boy. That's really cool. This is a popular library book, yeah? A paperback library original science fiction novel. The Paperback Library. Oh, and look at this. Again, these skinny little books, right? So it looks like there's not much there, but so densely packed with type, just kind of, we are going to put the most number of words on a page. And if you don't like it, buy some reading glasses. The first printing of this was July 1966. This is the second printing from February of 1969. Norman Spinrad. The Solarians. I will begin reading this. This is now the random book. Farewell, Kurt Lasswitz. Hello, Norman Spinrad. All right. Now we're going to search for space station number 1. And I don't think you probably want to see all that. Let's see if I can find it really soon, I'll keep it in. Otherwise, I'll just cut to the chase. Yeah. Checking, of course, first the books that I already pulled out. can go back in here. It would be nice if it's just sitting right here. It should be a very skinny little Ace book. I do not see it there. Here are the books that I pulled out of that one. It is not there. Oh, I have some over here. You can't see me, but you can hear me, and it doesn't matter. Boy, there's some great. There's Double Star by Robert Heinlein. Not looking for that one. The Shrinking Man by Richard Matheson. This is one of those books that I want to pull out and just read, but you know, you make your own rules. You make your own rules. This is another one that's just buried in here. This groovy old copy of Ice Bionic. I should be reading that. Robert Silverberg is here. There's a Theodore Sturgeon. Just some great stuff. Nope. All right, Space Station number 1, you're going to do that to me, right? You're going to probably be in the back in the last 4 where there's spine backward and they're just so tightly packed, it's like impossible to get out. I got some Ben Bova in here. Got some Arthur C. Clarke in here. No Space Station number 1. Which, yeah, The Dubliners by James Joyce. That's kind of weird, but all right. Look at all these books. Look at this. Crazy. This is a little bit, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Obsessive? Oh, don't fall down. I got J.D. Salinger and Henry James right next to each other. John D. MacDonald, absolutely. Kobo Abe, a real variety of stuff in here. Mostly science fiction, I believe, right? But all sorts of stuff, including sort of classics. Can you hear coughing back there? There's The Genocides by Thomas Dish, another book that I feel like I want to take out and just read. Cordwainer Smith. Why did I all of a sudden gasp when I saw that? My husband there. Don't fall down, you bastard. All right. Babel 17 by, Samuel Ardell. Oh, this one was really cool. I remember I found this one. This Pearlesque book. That's just, I'm doing that on purpose, aren't I? I feel, it feels like I'm going, I am, but I don't. Anyway. More Robert Silverberg, Orphans of the Sky, a book I read a million years ago and really liked. I will read it again when it comes up at random. Got some Joe Haldeman in there. Here's some of those Horus Heresy books that I picked up at the library. Jean-Paul Sartre, A.E. Van Vogt. Everybody is here, but I do not see Space Station number 1, which is really a huge pain in the butt. This is probably going to fall down in a way that's not going to be good for anybody. This is really going to be a problem. Are you sure you want to do this? Why am I doing this? Oh, this is not going to be it because they didn't spray the edge of the base. I wonder if I can tell. Here's the little skinny guys. The smaller format books might be it. Scavengers in Space, Ellery Queen, Space Sounds of IPC. Is this it? And I put these spine backward, right, to sort of aid in the randomness of it, so that I'm not tempted to just sort of like, well, there's that one I want to read. This is going to be hard to put back together again. Oh, and then we've got some condition problems. A book is getting messed up. What a chore. This is terrible. I mean, at this point now, just things are falling down. Being there. The year's best European SF. Might as well take a look at some of these, right? True Solid Flesh by Nick O'Donoghue, published by TSR back in the day. All sorts of stuff. Oh my God, really? Here's a groovy old mystery cover. Dynamite. Blue World. This one's upside down. It's an Ellery Queen book. Here's a Ace Western double. Brian Stableford is there. Dean Koontz action. Man, this one is cool. This has got a great cover. At least we should take a look at it. The Ant-Man by Eric Nora. Oh, look at that. Oh, there it is. We did it. Oh my God, we did it. Space Station #1. But you'll see they use the same cover, right? But instead of one saying that it is 2 complete novels for 35 cents, this is just a novel of Earth's first giant interplanetary platform and the plot to destroy it. Also 35 cents. So this was a better deal. Because for the same 35 cents, you got Space Station #1 and Empire of the Atom by A.E. Van Vogt. So how about that? All right, Space Station #1. It'll go up on eBay probably. I don't know. So look for that if you are a Frank Belknap Long fan or like a collector of Ace books. I'm not going to make you watch me put this back together again. But anyway, this will go up on the eBay store. This will go back into the Ace Double collection, and this will be read forthwith. Thank you for joining me. The random book has been randomly chosen, and the other bit of business. And this was the greatest video ever to have been made or used on YouTube, especially since apparently you can see right up my nose.